You see all these IT certifications out there, and it's almost like alphabet soup. It's hard to tell which ones are just another line on a resume and which ones are genuine career changers. But lately, there's a lot of talk about the CCNP Enterprise with this big question hanging over it. What is it, and is it really worth the investment?
I think that's the core question, and the CCNP Enterprise is Cisco's professional level certification. We're talking about proving you can handle the nervous system of a huge company scaling networks, virtualization, security, and that number you see floating around, the average base salary of $112,000 in the US, that's not just a random figure. It's the clear line between being the person who fixes the network and the person who designs it.
I see. So it's a big step up. That salary figure alone is a huge motivator.
It's a massive jump. The best way to think about it is that the CCNA, the associate level, is like getting your driver's license. It proves you know the rules of the road. The CCNP is like getting your commercial pilot's license. It proves you can fly a massive airliner full of passengers, and you're the one responsible for making sure it never goes down. It's the difference between using a network and architecting one.
That's a great way to put it. It's clearly a high stakes, high reward path. But before you jump in, you have to understand how the exam itself is built because it's not your standard one and done test.
Exactly. The structure is really what sets it apart.
Right. The structure is unique. You have to pass a core exam, the ENCOR, which covers the broad heavy duty infrastructure topics. But then you get to choose a concentration exam to customize your credential. So you could specialize in enterprise network design, automation, or wireless.
And I love this modular approach because it solves the useless theory problem we see in so many other certifications. You aren't forced to spend months studying advanced wireless technologies if your job is 100% focused on automation and security. You get to pick the exam that directly makes you better at your desk tomorrow. Cisco basically stopped forcing a one-size-fits-all curriculum.
That makes perfect sense. And looking ahead, the core exam topics starting in 2026 are adding artificial intelligence and more automation. This shows Cisco is recognizing that enterprise no longer just means cables and routers, it means managing intelligent, self-healing systems.
It keeps the certification relevant. The network of today is not the network of 5 years ago.
So it's flexible and it's modern, but the big question I think most people have is, do I really need the foundational CCNA first, or can I skip straight to the big leagues with this?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting.
Here's the curveball. You don't actually need the CCNA to take the CCNP. Cisco has removed the formal prerequisites, though they still strongly recommend having at least 3 to 5 years of hands-on experience in the field first.
It's basically an enter at your own risk policy. I mean, just because the front door is unlocked doesn't mean the room isn't full of traps. The CCNP is notoriously difficult, not because it's about memorizing commands, but because it asks subjective questions. It tests your judgment in situations that only make sense if you've actually broken and fixed a real, live network under pressure.
Got it. So you can't just study your way through it with flashcards. You need that trench time you mentioned.
Precisely. Without that experience, you're just reading the dictionary to learn a new language. You know the words, but you can't form a sentence. Cisco removed the barrier to entry, but they definitely did not lower the bar for success. Experience is still the real prerequisite.
So it's a test of professional maturity, not just memory. That clarifies a lot. So looking at the whole picture, what are the key takeaways for someone thinking about this path?
I'd say it boils down to four things. First, the high earning potential is real. That $112,000 average salary is a major financial catalyst. Second, it's a modular certification. The core plus concentration structure means you can tailor it to the actual job you want, whether that's in network automation or systems engineering. Third, remember that experience is more important than paper. There are no formal prerequisites, but the exam's depth makes those 3 to 5 years of real world work absolutely essential. And finally, the curriculum is modern and forward looking. The inclusion of AI and automation ensures that this certification will remain valuable as networks continue to evolve.